mean, it's a really hard one, isn't it, Anna?
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, really, I'll kind of answer this kind of generally, so it's fits your specific criteria, but also helps parents that perhaps in a similar situation, but their child's on a maintained school role currently. So for you, you're absolutely right. You'd have to withdraw from the school role and then let the local authority know that it was their responsibility to provide education. They will do one of two things, three things at that point. They may name an amazing independent specialist school that can fully meet her needs. They may name the local mainstream maintained school and say, over to you, off you go, get on with it, good luck. They may name neither and just name a type of school, leaving her in limbo. That could be mainstream, it could be, you know, specialist, undecided yet. Any of those three could happen. The least likely, the very least likely, is that they will name superb independent specialist school, because it's 80,000 plus a year and they know that they can save best part of a year by not naming it and forcing you to tribunal. So the realistic options is they will leave it with just a type named, and then you will have to go through the local authority's complaints process to get the local authority to provide education, which could take anywhere from weeks to months to year and a half, depending on how difficult your local authority make it for you. If they name a mainstream school, it's actually easier in some ways, because that mainstream school will be funneled some money and it would be the mainstream school's responsibility to provide alternative provision. And actually, it's probably easier working with the mainstream, and the mainstream school know they can't meet needs. You know, they're not going to expect it to turn up.
You've got evidence then as well. I mean,
Yeah.
We've got another YouTube that explains this, but whilst you are at appeal, you are getting evidence, further evidence that need cannot be met. And it's really hard, exceptionally hard, that the way this process goes is that we have to evidence failure. And that's a horrible thing to say to any parent, and we get that. But you would need to evidence failure in a mainstream maintained school. And by doing that, the next level up is special or specialist school. And then whilst you're at that period of time that you are at appeal, you are then gathering evidence. And then, you know, if she's struggling and she cannot attend, then, you know, she's still entitled to an education. And then it's alternative provision, and then it's alternative provision which comes at a cost, and then you're looking at pushing the local authority to concede, because, you know, the alternative provision is costly. The next school up will not be, you know, providing her with just a very part-time timetable. She'll be getting a full-time, works out to be more value for money that way.
Yeah,
it is really hard.
I'm thinking push to get it finalised. Push to get, you might not, you know, even if you don't like the result, push to get it finalised. Once it's been finalised, you know, then it's good news, it's not good news. Once you know, you can move forward. If it's not good news, then you don't do anything quickly. You start to research the alternative provision in your area. If you know you're going to be in a year appeal, you start to research the alternative provision available. And if you think my child will be better accessing this, you know, forest school, this farm school, this, you know, music provision, whatever is available in your local area, then you fight your local authority to get that in place, so she's in the best place possible